Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of year. It is WrestleMania Backlash. WrestleMania Backlash. We have several matches that are on this card that have been built from WrestleMania, of course. And we got some matches that kind of got started after the fact. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to deep dive a few of these and we're going to give you all predictions and thoughts. Down below, you will see the running show that is announced as of Thursday. So, of course, let us know in the comments who you have winning and why. And make sure you got that notification smacked so you can stay up to date with the wrestling community here. Of course, make sure all the notifications are on because you do not want to miss a single thing. We're going to start out with the United States Championship. Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight versus Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. This match technically, in my opinion, should be LA Knight going up against Jacob Fatu in a rematch because Jacob Fatu beat LA Knight at WrestleMania. It was a very good match for both of these, but we did see that Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre both wanted a shot as well in this match, and they came into it in a different fashion. Drew McIntyre was attacked by Damian Priest in the number one contender match, and that's how he got swayed into this. Damian Priest kind of talked his way into this with LA Knight, which turned it into a fatal four-way after Jacob Fatu and Solo attacked the other three men that are in this. So a lot of people are thinking Solo is pushing for Jacob to have tougher matches, pushing Jacob to get in situations where it's tougher on him. And it seems as if they're trying to put a wedge between Solo and Jacob Fatu, which possibly could happen come the lines at SummerSlam. But in this match, I think we're going to see a dominant Jacob Fatu, and I think he's going to retain his United States title and get a first victory under his belt since WrestleMania. You got the Women's Intercontinental Championship, Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch. Now, this was very interesting. Bayley got taken out on the pre-show of WrestleMania Night 1. We needed a backup for Lyra, and of course, Becky answered the call for Lyra. They won the tag titles. They had a match on Monday for a rematch against Liv and Raquel. They lost, and we seen but we seen Becky turn on Lyra because she was tired of what everyone was saying about her, that she was overlooked because everyone else, what's been going on while she was gone. She blamed Bayley for making the women's division what it is, and Lyra is not wanting to be shadowed by Becky. She says that Becky may have opened some doors, but she did not make Lyra who Lyra is. And Lyra keeps using the fact that she is the first ever women's Intercontinental Champion, something Becky cannot say. And that's why it's eating at Becky. And this match actually has very good potential. It has been built very well off of Becky still wanting to be the main woman in WWE and Lyra saying, "Hey, you've been gone. This is what we've been doing, and I am the face of the women's division here on Monday nights." So, I'm looking forward to this match. I want to see this be Lyra's breakout match. I don't want to see Becky just come in and get the title right away. I want to see it continue to build up Lyra and her character and her title defense history that she can have moving forwards as the Intercontinental Champion. Now we got Pat McAfee versus Gunther. This one is all built up on McAfee and Michael Cole doing their commentary job, speaking how they want to about Gunther with the whole Jey Uso situation. And he blatantly just attacked Michael Cole, and Pat McAfee stood up for him. Now, did Pat McAfee's attitude maybe get in the way? Yeah, you could say that, but that's what happens with Pat McAfee. McAfee says what he wants. He's a loose cannon. He doesn't care, and he never will. And that's what I like about McAfee. He just got that I don't care attitude, and that's what got him in this situation. For me, I want to see Pat McAfee have a good match. I want to actually see him improved in the ring because we have seen him in matches in NXT against Adam Cole. We have seen him in the ring with Austin Theory. He has great in ring ability and is not just someone who's just getting in the ring just to be there. He has the athleticism to do this. So I actually want to see a good match between the two. But I think Gunther needs to win this, setting up what I do believe will be Bill Goldberg's last match come SummerSlam in a Gunther versus Goldberg match. But that's another conversation for another time. But Pat McAfee, you're going to put up a hell of a fight, my friend. But the ring general will show you exactly why he is the ring general. We got the Intercontinental Championship, Dominic Mysterio, Dirty Dom going against Penta. This match was made this past Monday. More or less, it came out through the fact that JD McDonough lost to Penta, and Dom wanted to prove that he's a fighting champion. We have seen the Judgment Day try to get involved in a lot of Penta's matches, cost him the wins. So I'm thinking we're going to see that in this same fashion this coming Saturday. But I think we actually see Penta get closer to winning the title here than what he has in the past when he went up against Braun Breaker. The crowd is behind Dirty Dom as your champion, which I do believe is the correct decision. They finally pulled that trigger with Dom, got the crowd reaction they wanted. And I think we're going to build up something a little more than a Penta title win. I think we're actually going to see this will start building the Finn Balor versus Dirty Dom towards SummerSlam or even Saturday Night Main Event this coming May. There's a possibility we see the first layer of the feud happen there, especially with them planting more seeds with a lot of people with AJ Styles, where he called Ben Prince, as we know from New Japan. He was Prince Devitt. There's a lot of seeds being sowed as long as they go that route. There's a good possibility we can see different avenues for this title and see Dirty Dom actually improve more in the ring, in the solo, and as a face inside of WWE as well. Now, with that, we do have the main match, the one last time in St. Louis. You got the undisputed WWE champion, the greatest champion, the 17-time John Cena versus the legend killer Randy Orton. Now, we all know the history here. These two go back since early 2000. These two have had great feuds over the years, and it has been absolutely fantastic. It was a huge part of my childhood growing up, and I can't wait to see how this actually turns out this coming Saturday. With John Cena getting number 17, I do believe he's going to continue to grow his title run. I know he is on a limited schedule until the end of 25, but they're building it as if Randy does have the opportunity to eventually beat that record, so he'd have to get a few more under his belt. But I don't see it happening this coming Saturday. John Cena will do exactly what he said. He's going to embarrass Randy Orton in front of his family, in front of his friends, in front of his loved ones, the way he can fail and no longer have that opportunity because John Cena is the last real champion. He is walking away as the undisputed champion unless someone can stop him. Do I want to see a punt? Absolutely. Do I want to see an RKO? Absolutely. Do I want to see Randy Orton get the big title again? Yes. I just don't think it happens here at Backlash. I think we're going to get John Cena as champion at least until October of this year. And that's just a wild prediction. But he's gonna hold the title for a majority of his last run there in the WWE. But I'm looking forward to a good match. These two always put on a fantastic show in the ring, and I can't wait to hopefully see at least one punt and John Cena actually kick out of it, showing that the Legend Killer cannot get rid of the GOAT and the final champion of WWE. Now, with all that being said, down below, make sure you let us know who you have winning and why. course, as always, hit that like, smash that subscribe button, and we will see y'all all for Saturday night's main event.